Yo everybody, what's going on? This is Keegan from Kman Reviews. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like and the subscribe button. And if you have any opinions at all that you would like to share, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. Patrick Anthony, Somewhere I Belong. Patrick Anthony is a Canadian singer, songwriter, experienced multi-instrumentalist. First discovered him via the wonderful tool that is the Instagram algorithm, and I've been casually following him since as he's been dropping singles which has all been leading up to this debut EP, Somewhere I Belong. I actually read somewhere that he has dedicated the past 3 years of his life to this EP, which is a very admirable commitment. I cannot take that away at all. But how does the music stand up? Let's find out as I review it track by track. We will start with the singles, with there being 3 of them. The first one being the opener, I Won't Forget, which is an excellent choice for an opening track. This instrumental feels more energetic thanks to that steady, high-tempo, slapping percussion, but in all honesty, the guitar doesn't even really show up more until the chorus, and even then they play an obvious second fiddle to the drums. So the song kind of has a bit of a breezy undertone to it. It seems like a really good driving song. Plus, guitar solo, always love them when they're done good, and this one really is. Patrick's voice is honestly amazing. He does have a traditional country twang, but it's mostly just a very clear and proficient voice. One that I can really see working for the more rock side of country, which we will get to that. Lyrically, it's about reminiscing about these mischievous times, feeling lost and just kind of running amok. And while he admits he won't forget or regret those times, he knows he will never go back to those nights. Great track. The second single and my first introduction to Patrick's music, the title track Somewhere I Belong featuring Cash Crawford, which is a much more tried and true country song, and my god, this one is gorgeous. I love how thunderous the percussion is, the occasional shrill plucking of the guitar, and the minor key is just adding a little bit of an extra layer in there. Yet in the end, it's definitely Patrick's vocals that is the star of the show here. They start out pretty understated up to the first chorus before he just explodes with so much honesty and emotion for the rest of the song, and the instrumental just builds up along with him. It all just comes together so easily to make the track feel so soulful and grand. Cash Crawford makes minor background appearances across the track to provide some echoed harmonies, and my god, she's just a mighty vocalist. I kind of wish she was utilized a bit more. But for what we get, it's a nice cherry on top. Lyrically, it's almost a continuation of the opening, still recollecting these memories of being on the run when he was younger, but finally breaking down the wall of his youth to find that place where he belongs. This is an amazing track. And the third and final single, One More Drink, which is actually listed on this EP as having an extended intro, which it does compared to the single version, with that being 18 seconds longer, and this one is just a barn burner of a song. I adore this one. It's kind of the track the local band plays when the party's getting late and everyone's just there to have a good time. The drums tie everything together really nicely in this rock-esque package. The riffing is lively. I love the use of that fiddle too, as the chorus is an enjoyable explosion of all these factors. The bridge is nice and has a chantable quality to it, as Patrick's vocals are fittingly very ear-grabbing and exude an infectious, carefree nature as he sings these lyrics really just about living in this small town, following the same routine over and over again, and kind of just resorting to alcohol and marijuana to ease the monotony. Honestly, I just think the song is so damn fun. Certainly an EP highlight. Now for the rest of the tracks. The Hard Road is a song that, especially on the first few opening seconds, doesn't seem to have any country connections at all. It has a light synthetic ambience behind the sandy rustles of the percussion. Thankfully, that country aesthetic gradually reintroduces itself with the acoustic guitar strumming as the chorus blossoms into this light, easygoing jam with the harmonies, just giving off a very pure feeling, as Patrick's vocals feel like they almost had a weight lifted off of them, as he sings these appropriate lyrics about previously traveling this difficult path of life with this partner, I'm assuming, and now they seem happy together after such tribulation. Really nice song here. My Side of the River, which really seems to be catching fire in terms of post-release tracks, and is also the longest one on the EP, just barely over 5 minutes, and I like how this one opens up, featuring some delicate bird song. There's also an unexpected clap of thunder, and then the real song begins with some moody, kind of heavy guitar strumming, as Patrick's voice feels very almost isolated as he sings these lyrics about being loyal to his home, even though he's had plenty of jobs, plenty of money. He could have just as easily moved south, but as he calls it, it's his side of the river, that's where home is. I also like how the instrumental builds slowly, featuring a slow drum melody, some nice fluttering piano, and a very sweet and smooth acoustic solo. I do think the track could have benefited from a grand instrumental closing moment. Patrick's vocals certainly reach that point near the end, but the instrumental hangs back, which is still nice, but I really would have loved the grandeur and a majestic rise to properly close the song. As it stands though, it's still good. And finally, the closer, There Was a Time, is a beautiful slow burn to close off the EP. The vibrating guitar on the verse slowly building to this almost blissful chorus with some added guitar layers and simple drums. The track does kind of follow that same fall and rise formula throughout its 4-minute and 22-second runtime. Sure, it's not the most complex or thought-provoking closer out there, but when you've got gorgeous, authentic instrumentation, an impassioned vocalist, a guitar solo, and these lyrics about reminiscing on simpler times when candy cost a nickel and when the summer sun never set, such a fitting closer. I just love it. Overall, my god, I was so damn impressed with this EP. It's always a bit of a coin toss going into modern country. A lot of it is just a bunch of overproduced pop. I'm not even gonna call it country. So no doubt I had my fair share of skepticism going in, but I mean, holy shit, this is genuine, honest to god country music. This is the kind of shit I want to listen to when I get a hankering for country, and if this isn't one of the best things to come out in country this year, then whatever that project is will have to have been a masterpiece, because this is as close to one as you could get. I'm feeling a 9.5 out of 10 on this EP. Very good stuff. Well guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.